Hello, good morning, good evening, and welcome to Bigg World Cinema. Without further ado, we'll continue with what you're here for. And now that we're monetized, please don't skip the ads. Thank you. I've been travelling for over 2 months now. A few years back, I flew to a small village in Goa in India to escape the British winter. I arrived at the beginning of November, before the tourists arrived for Christmas. And by mid-December, having stayed there 6 weeks, I already felt quite stir-crazy. But my British mate had invited himself to spend New Year with me, so I needed to hang around the area until early January. At the start of the new year, when I eventually hit the road, I toured southern India for a couple of months and also revisited Sri Lanka, which was great. But travelling for long periods is tiring. After a long period living in Cebu City, I decided to see more of the Philippines and left my condo in Cebu on 1st of November. I visited a number of places, as you well know, because you've been watching my journey so far. Haven't you? Haven't you? Seeing new places each week is great. But island life or small towns lack inspiration after a few days. When I arrived in Condo, it felt good to be back in a big city. I love cities. As much as I love seeing new places, I'd felt unsettled after 8 weeks on the road, and I felt travel weary. It's tiring being on the road. I was fed up with searching for places online or walking around looking for somewhere suitable for my needs. Constantly packing up and moving on to a different place, to a different hotel. Did I learn from my Indian experience? Yes. I cut down on the number of places I visited and stayed in most destinations for a week at least. As soon as I settled into my AirBnB condo in Davao, I realised that I missed my condo in Cebu. I didn't miss Cebu City, but I missed condo life. I missed having a kitchen and cooking for myself. Sure, it's great eating and trying different Filipino food in Carinderias, but it's also great cooking for yourself. I'm not a good cook. I just throw items into a pan and add spices. But at least it's edible and nutritious, and I'm eating what I want to eat. I missed having a beer on my balcony as the sun sets. I missed having a constant workstation, just leaving my desk set up with my laptop, rather than transferring it outside my room, as I've been doing while staying in hotels or guest houses. I also missed my gym and swimming pool routine. Apart from walking a lot, I hadn't exercised properly for 2 months. Having been on the road for 2 months, your body suffers. Having to find a place to work out isn't the same as having regular access to the same gym each week. After my first gym session in Davao, I could barely move. My body was so stiff. So I started doing stretching exercises every morning, which really helps. The problem when you reach a certain age is that you need to keep exercising. Stretch your limbs in different directions each day, otherwise they seize up, like an old car grounded in the backyard. It was also nice meeting up with other expats in the swimming pool each day. I don't go to bars to seek out other expats, but it was good to chat to the friendly Americans in their 70s who'd lived in Davao for a while. There doesn't appear to be many younger expats around Davao, and not that I saw anyway. So if you're a younger man in your 60s, you'd probably have no trouble attracting the ladies. I'd never been openly asked for my number before. Chatting to one Davao girl online, she asked if anybody had asked for my number since I'd been there. Do shy Filipinas actually do that, I thought? It never happened to me once in Cebu City, so surely not in conservative Davao. But sure enough, it happened in a park one day. And she called me. She was a single mother, obviously. Said she was 19 going on 20, although her birthday was in November, so she'd only just turned 19. Then she video called me as I showed her around the condo. She asked me to show her what the bedroom looked like. Anyway, I digress. I've been saying since I started travelling around that I didn't want to spend more than 1,000 pesos a night. But hey, it was Christmas, so I booked for a week. Got a 10% discount and paid 1,220 pesos, or $18 a night, which is a great deal for such a lovely pad. So after my first week was up, I loved the condo so much I couldn't tear myself away, and extended for 5 more days.
Don't miss out on quality broadcasting. Please like, share and subscribe to Bigg World Cinema. Thank you.
When the day I was meant to be leaving drew closer, I asked to extend for a further 6 days. But that was it. Christoph was returning from Siargao and I needed to leave. God, I miss that place. An Englishman's home is his castle after all. I feel that I didn't really explore Davao enough. I really wasn't that bothered about travelling around the city that much. And when I did walk around the city, I didn't feel that there was much to it anyway. When I was out in the malls, I'd think, what am I doing here? I'd rather just be back, chilling in the condo and taking stock. Although, when I was leaving Davao on the bus, we drove past the business district, which would have been a good area to explore. But I think I know the solution now, and the answer is 43. I think the best option is maybe travel around for, say, 6 weeks and then settle in a place for 2 to 3 weeks to recharge your batteries before heading off again. That's what I've done anyway. Maybe I'll find a place that I want to settle for another 6 months. But why would you want to remain in one place for any longer? There's so many different places to see in the world whilst you're still active, isn't there? If you liked the video, please could you like, share and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Take care everyone.